Is it a great deal or not? Comps 101, episode number 2 with Jamil and myself. Stand by. Let's get it.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man, and this is episode number 2 of Comps 101, where Jamil, DMG, and myself are going to try to help you to understand what makes a great deal. So before I get into it, make sure if you want a copy of the free contract that I've been using since 2003, go to dealulator.com. Also, I have the free deal calculator there. Along with, if you want to split deals with me 50-50 on deals you have on the actual contract, you can submit them to dealulator.com also. Enough of me yapping, on to episode number 2 of Comps 101. Hey, so let's get into a property, Jamil. We'll let you share your screen. We'll get into it. I'll just read them.
So, hi, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Jamil. And, Ty and I are great friends. And Ty and I had a really, really deep conversation when he was visiting me in Phoenix about valuations, right? The hardest part of this business is knowing what is a deal versus what's not a deal, hands down. It's not finding opportunities. It's not finding motivated sellers. It's not finding buyers. It's knowing what's a deal and what's not a deal. Because what goes wrong when you're talking to sellers is that you give them the wrong number and you promise them too much money and then you have to cancel, and that sucks. Or you're just offering way too little and you'll never buy a deal because you're still, again, not understanding where values are and where you can do the business at, right? So the purpose of this, guys, is to get you guys as good at comping as I am, as the people that I work with are, as Ty is, and is learning to be. So let's go. Ty, give me an address and I want to start comping. So guys, I go over some rules here that you'll see me following. Ty put out a video about with him and I in it, where I give you my appraisal rules for comping. So go back and watch that if you haven't, and make sure that you have those rules available to you so you can follow along with what I'm doing. But let's start with an address.
Before we get started, we like to bring you why this all exists is from our sponsor. So hold on, here it comes.
What's cracking? I'm Jamil Damji, and I was looking for Ask Flip Man all over the internet. I could not find this man to save my life. I was tracking him down, and then I figured out I could skip trace him. And where did I skip trace him at? Skip2flip.com. Skip2flip.com. What do you want to tell him?
He overpaid. You don't have to overpay by simply using the code FLIPMAN.
Use code FLIPMAN, guys. 15 cents skips. Skip2flip.com.
Okay, we're back. All right, so all right, we'll start in a larger market. This is a suburb outside of Philadelphia. It's 3353 Browning Road, Browning.
Is it in New Jersey?
Yeah, New Jersey. 08109 is zip.
Got it. All right. So I'm going to begin, guys, by kind of telling you what I look for, what things I pay attention to. So first of all, we're going to be in the Zillow.com. We're doing this on my computer. I can do this by phone too, but we're on the computer here and we're looking at Zillow's website. First thing I want to do is I want to hit this little heart up here and save it. And that's going to allow me to get to the map section, which you guys will see later. But let's first look at what I'm looking at on this screen. So I can see this was sold in 2019 for 140 grand, and that Zillow thinks it's worth 140 grand. So off the hop, I'm going to start to conclude that I probably don't have a deal here because this thing just traded at 140,000, and for some reason, now Zillow isn't right all the time. Zillow is right 60% of the time, but For some reason, Zillow believes this is worth $140,000. So let's look at it a little bit closer. So I'm going to close it here, and that's going to take me to the map. Here's my map, guys. There's my subject property. So I've got a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1408 square foot, and right off the hop, okay, I see this 217. Now, this 217 over here, it appears to be a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1408 square foot. Okay, now it doesn't give me any pictures, but this looks like it could be a model match to our subject, right? I mean, guys, this looks like the same house. It looks like the same house. So this comp over here is really, really, really great because it's already telling me that I might have been wrong thinking that 140 grand was ARV. It might actually be 217. Now let's keep looking to see if I can find any other examples of that type of sale price, okay? So I'm over here. I see this one on Browning again. This looks like an updated house. It's got nice flooring. The kitchen is a little dated, so not super nice, but this sold in 2019 for 185. So let's keep looking. What do we got over here at 243? Ooh, look at that, guys. A remodel, a fully remodeled house. That right there is 100% a remodel. Now we're a little larger than our subject, right? Because we had a 13, what was that? How many square feet? 1408?
I think it was,
and this is 1764. So this is outside of my rules. You know, I only like to compare properties that are within 200 square feet of each other. This is a little bit more than that, but it gives me an idea that that one property that I saw at 220, 217,
yeah.
that's probably a viable comp. All right, now let's look if there's anything else high that's sold. I got a 232 over here. Another 1792 square footer, looks remodeled. Yep, at 1792, and it sold at 232 grand. And then we got a 241 here. It doesn't tell us how large it is, so that's not going to help. But I would say that the ARV on the subject house is the 217,000 that we saw trade on Walnut Avenue. Ty, what's the details of this house? What are they trying to buy it at, and what are we looking at?
On that one, which one was that? The similar house, which was basically next door to. See, what I didn't do, I didn't give out the person that sent over the lead. I didn't send out their deal. You know what I'm saying? So I just tried to find a house next to it or whatever, across the street. Okay. So 50 grand.
50 grand.
Yeah.
They can buy it for 50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell them to buy that house.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready for another one?
Let's go.
All right. Let's do this one here. It's outside of Winston-Salem, but the address is 503 East Bodenhammer Street, Bodenhamer. The zip is 27284.
All right, I got it. Cute little house. Again, guys, remember to do this. Let's move this out of the way so I can see. We want to save it so that we'll be able to see the map. Now, let's look again here at our Zestimate is 189, and it shows that it sold for 260,000 in 2019. So the Zestimate's out to lunch based off of what it sold for last year.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, what are they trying to buy this house for?
On that one, 310.
310?
Yeah.
And it sold for 260 last year?
No. The property that I based this off of,
okay.
They got it under contract for 310.
310.
Yeah.
That, sir, I can just tell you by looking at this very quickly, is not a deal.
Mm-hmm.
The highest comp we have is this sold here at 260. Everything else over here is very low, very low. Yeah,
something strange is going on in there, isn't it?
100%. there's something strange in the neighborhood. And who are you going to call? Deal busters.
Next.
Next.
All right, so guys, you understand that there's not enough data here to justify that 310 that they have it on the contract for.
Absolutely not.
They probably crossed a main street here, and then the comps jumped. If you'll explain that to them really quick, Jamil.
Yeah, so guys, right over here, if you see Mountain, okay, even Bodenhammer, these are major roads, okay? Now, appraisers will never cross a major road to get their comp. They want to stay within a subdivision, okay, without crossing major streets to find support for value. That's the way that lenders want appraisers to appraise, and that's how appraisers appraise. And so if you are crossing major roads, if you are leaving a subdivision, if you are doing gymnastics to find value to get a comp for your house, then you are stretching, you are going too far. You need to stay tight to where your subject property is, and you need to compare apples to apples. And what I mean by apples to apples is, you know, your subject property and your comp need to be within 200 square feet of each other. Your subject property and your comp have to be within 5 years of construction of each other. Your subject property and your comp have to be the same property type, meaning if you have a single story, you can't compare that to a 2-story, right? It's apples to apples. What comparables mean is, are these two properties comparable, and can I take the price from this apple, and by knowing how much this apple sold, can I say that this apple would be worth that much money? That's why these apples have to be the same. I hope that analogy made sense. All right, how you like them apples?
I love them. All right. Here's another one, 3110 South 11th Street. The zip is 79605, Abilene, Texas.
Abilene, I can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Abilene, I can touch the sky. You know that song?
Oh, yeah.
I think about it every night and day. Okay, I'm done. All right, so what do we got? We have an estimate of $97,000, a 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,382 square footer, and not much more in detail here. Okay, there's not.
I think it was built in 47 down there. Scroll down a little more.
It says it built in 47 on a lot that's 9,901 square foot. Okay, so now we have an idea. Now remember, guys, first things first, hit save so that we can access the map. And then we close this up, and let's see what we got. All right.
A lot of comps in here. Yeah.
A lot of comps. Now, I want to try to find our subject again. For whatever reason, it doesn't look like it closed close to our subject. So I'll just hit that enter again, and everything went sideways. There we go.
Yeah, you want to go back to public?
No.
Go back to public view up there. Go search it again.
Public view.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There we go. Thank you, Ty. Then we just close it up.
Yeah.
See where this landed. Oh, there it is. There's my heart. Now I got a heart. All right. So 3/1/1382. Let's see. I want to find comps higher than mine, right? So what do we got here? What is Barrow? Does Barrow look like a major road?
It does.
A little bit thick. It's a little thick, you know. Barrow hasn't missed any meals. So let's stay over here.
See that?
We got a 137. This is nope, that's not even a comp. What did this sell for? Sold in 18. That's too old, so we're gonna keep looking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's sold in 17.
17.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one here because it's a little difficult. Yeah.
Here's a 75. Sold in 17 as well. Here's one.
17 as well.
So this is 17 as well. So it's old, but it's sold at how much? Does it tell us?
It doesn't show, does it? Mm-mm. You know, this is in Texas, remember?
Right. So Texas is non-disclosure.
Yeah.
So this is going to be harder in Texas, guys. You know, Ty, that's going to be tougher for us to comp on these.
Well, the DealAtor prop stream software that I use, it pulls up the MLS listings.
Okay.
We can screen share that if you want, just to give them an idea of it.
Yeah, let's do that. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll put it up.
So I'll stop sharing.
All right. So what it does is, because it's in a non-disclosure, it's going to just pull up the MLS data.
Okay.
And how you want me to sort this from year?
Yeah, let's sort it by year.
Okay. All right. So now we're down here in the 47. Well, what I can do is let me hone in here and stay within this. See those yellow lines there?
Yeah.
So let me.
That's it. That's where we want to stay within.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
When are you coming back out to Phoenix, Ty?
Oh, I was thinking about that. Maybe next month. All right. So we go from low to high. So we'll go from 47. So we got 49. What's this? 1947. So really only got one that's close. Well, no, here's another. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. There it is. All right. So we got 48, 49, 49, 50.
You can even go to 50. Yep. So
Yeah.
that's our high comp right there. We've got a 142.5.
Okay. And it was 1,300 square feet up here. And the lot sizes are, this lot up here is actually a little bigger, but the house is a little smaller. So guys, I hope you see what we're seeing here. This one right here, you're talking about the 142.5, right?
Yeah, and also I think the actual comp is the one you got right there on Ross.
Oh, okay, the 83,000.
That, yeah, you see that 125? No, above it.
Right here. Okay,
yes.
yeah. So, same size as the lot too, isn't it?
Yep, that's our comp right there. That's
the comp right there.
And so what do they want to? Let's look at it.
All right, I'll pull that one up. Did this one have any pictures up here? No, it didn't. Okay. But we can look at it though. Is it single story? Because we didn't discuss that, did we? Whether they're single story. So this one here, let me go back, just quick. One story on this one. And where is it? One story on this one. So,
awesome. Yeah, boom. It's a direct comp.
So that's the right comp then, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So boom. So
what are they trying to buy this for?
They're trying to buy for 45,000.
That's a deal.
That's a deal.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit.
Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man, and today is the first episode of Comps 101 with Jamil, Damji, and myself, Ty Taylor. Jamil at Keegley, he's the expert. Over 1,000 deals per year at his firm, at his company. And so I'm just a peon here learning, just like you all are learning. And so what's up, man?
What up, dog?
Oh, ready to get it, man. It's our first episode. I guess in the future, we probably may have Pace in here a little bit. May have some other people. Or whatever. Yeah. We're going to try to keep this up. Both of us have our things we're doing or whatever, but we're going to try to bring this to you weekly. It may be split up into 2 videos, depending on how much content. So this is just a trial and error, just to let people know. Now, the purpose of this particular video is to help you guys understand what is a great deal or not. And it all starts with knowing what the property will appraise for in excellent condition, aka ARV, after repair value. And now we'll get into repairs and stuff like that as, some additional tips. And we'll try to add some other value about just the business itself or wholesale and real estate. But that's the purpose of this particular series of videos. And like I said, we're going to try to keep it up as much as possible. Enough of me talking.